All right, welcome back. The cuteness level's about to go through the roof. Every week, the Humane Society of Southern Arizona brings us a furry forever friend who is usually of the canine species.
But this week, Andrea Mitchell is here with a different type of adoptable pet, a kitty named Fuzz, which is so appropriate. And Fuzz is actually so chill.
He is the coolest cat you've ever met, and also probably the fuzziest.
And so well behaved, so tell us his story a little bit.
Fuzz was brought to us. Someone found him wandering the streets in Tucson, so he was brought to us at the beginning of October. And I brought him today to remind everyone that the Humane Society isn't just dogs, it is cats as well. And Fuzz, along with hundreds of other cats in our shelter, really need their forever home.
Well, and the sad reality of this is that they've all gone missing at some point, right? So why is it that cats go missing so often?
So, as I think everyone can tell, Fuzz was obviously someone's cat. There's no way that this cat has this perfect coat, and he's a little bit on the chubby side, loves snuggles and head scratches. There's no way that he was feral or that he lived on the street for his whole life. He was definitely somebody's cat. But someone brought him into us. He didn't have a microchip, and so there's only a certain amount of days that we can hold Fuzz before we put him up for adoption. We want to rehome all of these animals, but if they don't have a microchip, the chances of them getting home are slim to none. And so what it is people let their cats be indoor, outdoor, and a lot of things can scare a cat, which can get them off track, get them disoriented, make them unable to find their way back home. And then if they're picked up by someone in the public, there's no way that person can tell if the cat belongs to someone, so they bring him to us.
Mm-hmm. And you guys have a lot of cats that are at the Humane Society, and I know you kind of hit a little bit on that microchipping. You know, my pets are microchipped. I think maybe cat owners that have that indoor-outdoor situation should really invest in this, because the percentage of being able to get the cat back to them greatly increases.
Yes, so when your cat goes missing and he or she doesn't have a microchip, there's less than 10% chance that your cat will ever make it back home to you, which is insane.
Yeah.
It's such a small number. And with a microchip, the chances are a lot greater, but they're not great. It's only 38% with a microchip. But the more you keep your microchip updated, make sure that you put your address in, make sure you update your phone number, all the contact information, the better their chances are of getting back home to you.
Right, and I mean, pets are part of your family, and unlike your kids, unlike your other family members, you can't give them a cell phone. If they get lost, you can't track them, you can't call them, so if they get found, that's an easy way for them to be identified. Now, how long are cats usually at the shelter?
So the number of days that a cat is at our shelter is way higher for cats than for dogs. For cats, it's about 42 days, which from the day they come in until the day they're adopted, that's on average. Right now, Fuzz is above that average. He's been with us for over 60. And when cats are in the shelter setting, the longer they're there, the less likely they are to be adopted, which is so sad for cats like Fuzz, because we get litters of kittens in that get adopted within hours of coming into our shelter. But great animals like Fuzz, he'll end up being in our shelter for way longer than he deserves. He deserves a home just as much as any other little bouncy, crazy, wild kitten does. He's perfect.
He's a couch potato.
Well, yeah, and we talk about this even when we're talking about dogs, whether or not, you know, dogs or cats or whatever. Everybody wants the, you know, cute little kitten or whatever, but when you're getting a full-grown cat that's just chill and whatever, you already get past that phase. If that's where you're at in life, this might be the perfect fit.
Yes, kittens are fun and it's great, but they are also a great responsibility. I want to remind people to keep their hearts and minds open to adopting an older cat. Fuzz is 6 years old, so he's considered a senior, and so what you get with the senior animal is a lower adoption fee, but so much love and snuggles, and he could be put into a home today and adapt so easily. All he wants is to have a nice cozy bed and a safe home to live in.
Well, yes, and really quick before we go, Humane Society isn't the only place that people go in and adopt cats, right?
No, so we really want to get our cat adoptions going, so we partnered up with a couple PetSmart locations, PetSmart Broadway and Pantano and River and Orange Grove, and we're going to do cat-only adoptions Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays from 4 to 8 p.m.
Oh, wonderful. Andrea Mitchell, thank you for bringing Fuzz and showing it to us. What a cutie.
Thank you.
Adorable.
Thank you, guys.
I love it. Thank you. And for more information about the cat adoptions, you can call 321-3704 or log on to hssaz.org. And also don't forget to follow their Instagram account by searching for @Humane Society SOAZ.